Hi, I'm Danielle Bitton. I'm a singer, DJ, actress, writer, inspirer, painter, and a breast cancer warrior. And you might remember me as the Sea Point Balcony singer during lockdown. Wow, 2020, hey? What a year. I mean, if you told me that in 2020 I would be diagnosed with breast cancer, I would be isolated in my apartment while having chemotherapy. Then we would go into a state of lockdown because we were living through a global pandemic and the world would literally shut down. And I would be singing with my balcony bald. It would have seemed like the most far fetched dream. But it was our reality. It happened. I just can't believe it. Thinking back, it's so surreal. My journey started in 2019. I was living my best life. My dream role I was playing in the hit musical Evita. There I was as Eva Peron, standing on the balcony, singing Don't Cry For Me, Argentina, to packed houses in a beautiful white sparkling dress. And then with 2 weeks left on tour, I found a lump in my breast. I couldn't believe this was actually happening to me. I made an appointment the next morning in a Guangzhou hospital, and after an ultrasound and an MRI, I got my results back that I had stage 2 breast cancer. I went into a state of freeze, that state when your brain protects you from the enormity of the situation. And there was nothing I could do about it then. I would deal with it in a week when I got home. So I decided to go shopping. I mean, how could I resist a deal on a fake Louis Vuitton handbag in China? Only in China once. And then it hit home when I came back and I sat in the same oncologist chair that my father and my grandfather had sat in, who have both passed from cancer. And he passed me a brochure that said cancer care. And there it was, the C word was staring at me. I burst into tears, but as the shock wore off, I had this inner voice in me, this knowing that was telling me, this isn't your time. This is not going to be terminal for you. This is something you have to go through. So I looked at this as the most profound spiritual journey I'll ever go on, an inner journey. I knew that these lessons, life-changing lessons, were on the way. I didn't know what they were, but they were coming whether I wanted them or not, and all I could do was welcome them with open arms. It taught me the real meaning of surrender. And at the time, I was into the work of Joe Dispenza, whose teachings are based on epigenetics and quantum physics, that through our thoughts alone, we can change our matter. And I was destined, I was determined to heal this body, that I would do anything. So I was very conscious of the thoughts and the words that I chose. I meditated every day, which kept me sane. And I changed the discourse in my mind, that if I had a negative thought, I would try to change the perspective and find the positive. For instance, when I found out that I was BRCA2 positive, that I had the genetic mutation, which made me higher risk of having breast cancer, and that I would need the most aggressive form of treatment, being a double mastectomy and chemotherapy, I was my biggest fear had come to life. I mean, this was it. But I went to my plastic surgeon, and as I was coming out, I saw a man who was crippled, who had no legs. And I thought, well, at least I can walk. At least I'm blessed with these limbs. That's one example. But people have told me I'm resilient, I'm courageous, but what choice did I have? I could be the victim or I could be the victor, and I chose to rise up. Finding an inner sense of resilience takes little habits, daily things that we do to empower ourselves, to overcome adversity. And I can't wait to share the tools that I've learned with all of you. Losing my breasts and my hair, I had the best breasts. I didn't even need to wear a bra. My hair was my crowning glory. It was beautiful and dark and long. But somehow I learned the greatest lesson that we all strive to attain in this lifetime. And that is unconditional love for myself. And I'll delve more into that with you. I really wanted to find meaning through this trauma. Why me? Why? How could I be of service? How could I help another woman out there who was going through this? That was my mission, to raise awareness, to help someone out, to take the fear out of the unknown. And through that, it gave me a sense of purpose, a sense of meaning, and that my suffering wasn't in vain. There is so much that I want to tell you, and too little time because this introduction video needs to end now. But I really hope that after hearing me speak, you will be empowered to rise up against any of life's challenges, that I will equip you with the tools that you need to face your daily battles, and that you will be able to find the warrior within.